Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalid. All the organs of the body we have been given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are very important, very useful, very beneficial. All the organs, all the muscles, all the joints, all the bones. One thing which is more important than all others is our brain. Vital organs without which we cannot survive. This is even more important than the rest of the vital organs. Everybody want to keep their vital organs, everybody want to keep their brain in a very good shape. We want our brain to work effectively because it is the brain which controls everything inside us. If there is a lack of control of the brain, if at all brain is not functioning properly, it means that nothing can be good in our life. Today we are going to talk about how to keep our brain in a very good shape, how to sharpen our brain, how to make it even more effective, or how to retain its efficacy for a longer period of time. There are certain things which are very important in this respect. We need to provide ourselves with a 7 to 8 hours of a sound sleep, preferably going to bed at the same time, awakening at the same time. Of course, the right sort of nutrition is needed. We need to provide ourselves with a mental relief in the mental stress. We need to manage our mental stress also. A good social life is very useful. Today we are going to offer certain, we are going to suggest certain exercises. These are called the brain exercises, which are very beneficial, very useful for keeping our brain in a very good shape, for getting the maximum out of our brain. First of all, it is the meditation is very useful, very beneficial, very important indeed. We need to meditate. How can we meditate? By the way, my dear friends and fellows, I think that we need to, although it is not very difficult to understand the meditation, it is very simple enough. We need to sit at a quiet place, relaxing our body, relaxing our mind, looking upon it at a specific point, then trying to focus upon our breathing, feeling like I'm inhaling, it is going inside my body, inside the lungs, cleansing all that what is there, making me even more fresh. Then, of course, we have to manage our thoughts. The entry of the thoughts cannot be stopped and shouldn't be tried. But every time a thought enters our mind, we need to remember that I don't have to be judgmental about this thought on the one hand. I don't need to be judgmental about the thought which has just entered on the one hand, and I won't let it stay in the mind for a longer period of time on the other hand. And it is a task to let it go as soon as possible, allowing the next thought to enter into the mind. So that is a simplest ever form of the meditation, but every form of the meditation is a good one. Meditation, maybe it is the same, it is not very different, and there aren't many variations in the meditation, but the meditation should be done on a regular basis, preferably from 30 to 60 minutes on a daily basis. It provides ourselves with a very good thing. It makes our mind in a very good way. Now the second is solving jigsaw puzzles. Solving jigsaw puzzles is an excellent way to exercise your brain. It helps improve thinking speed and enhances memory retention. Indeed, it is the solution. It is solving the jigsaw puzzle. Every jigsaw puzzle, many of the people think that it is a wastage of time. As a matter of fact, it is not a wastage of time. Rather, it is meant to sharpen our brain, to improve our memory, and to improve our focus, concentration at the same time. So that is the number two thing out of the five. Now the third is practice mental math. There was a time that people used to do the mental math, then came the paper pencil, people were doing it on the paper, then still came the calculator. Now it is a smartphone having many of the gadgets inside it, including the calculator. But I think that when prior to using the calculator, it is very good and beneficial to use the mental math, utilizing our brain without the help of a calculator and getting the calculation. So that is the third thing. Now the fourth is solve the Rubik's cube. Solving the Rubik's cube requires you to remember sequences and moves that help in memory retention and promotes overall cognitive skill. It is solve the Rubik's cube. That is very good. That is the fourth very good exercise for the brain. And the fifth and the last is that no matter what sort of problem is there, although it's not your problem, but if at all you are working a little bit upon it, it will be very useful, it will be very beneficial. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think that we need to do the five of these exercises to sharpen our brain, to improve our memory retention, and of course to improve our focus and concentration. Of course, each one of these are very useful, very beneficial, and if at all we do it, it will definitely improve our brain, because the brain keeps shedding the neurons, and I think it will be better connecting the neurons, and I think it will be very useful, very beneficial for all those people who are interested in knowing, in getting the better way to utilize the brain. That's all from me at the moment. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.